What's up, gang? They're reacting to female streamers can't win. Video by Omizi. What is going on, guys? Let's see what this is all about. And dude, must be interesting. Let's see. Let's go.
What is it with these male streamers trying to piss off female streamers? Like, you try to piss off female streamers, and then when you get a reaction that you wanted, you go, "Why are you so emotional?" Like, yo, if you emotional, stop streaming. Like,
Bro, she kind of makes sense though.
stop. Okay, cool. They get emotional, they cry. Stop being a crybaby. You a puss. Okay. So then when they fight back, what do you all say? She aggressive. Yo, is that a man? Yo, is this? Yo, she.
Nah, this is not just for females though. I think these shots are just fired to her though. If they're calling you a man, calling you aggressive, shorty, listen to your voice, gang. It's deeper than mine. Holy shit.
This, and this, bro. Yo, her, bro. Yo, she overreacted, bro. But I promise you, bro, if I was Rakai right now and I went to go put a firecracker in this room and I blow that shit up, it's content. But if I get pissed off and I do some crazy shit, it's not content. Whoa! Did that?
So she wants to be judged on the same basis as Rakai, of all people. Not that there's not difference between men and women, but still, Rakai? Like, I don't even be wanting to be judged the same way Rakai is, you know? Like, that guy's crazy.
Just blow y'all minds, bro? Because that blew my mind.
Streaming isn't for women, because this stuff is not going to change. It's just not. As streaming grows to become a new and more stable medium for content creation, everybody's starting to flock to it. And when I say everybody, I definitely mean everybody. We got the young, we got the old, we got the fat, we got the bold. We even have women streaming. I know that that's like just the craziest content.
And that's what I love about this industry. It's what I love about streaming, dude. It's a platform for anyone and everyone. Doesn't matter your race, doesn't matter your height, doesn't matter where you're from, doesn't matter what you fucking do. It's a vibe for everyone, you know?
Up for people to pick up. But in a historically male-dominated field, when women start to get into these places and spaces, specifically the WL community, again, WL just being like the Kai, the Aiden, the Speed, the Duke, the Phantom, that side of the internet, it seems as though this battle continues on for dominance. And not even necessarily dominance, but just a place in space for women to exist. Now, off top, and it's a problem that definitely should be addressed, but I don't even know where to start with this one, because we have a whole gooning epidemic that needs to be talked about. And some of my commentary.
Gooning epidemic? Nah, has it gone that far, really? That's crazy.
Brethren in arms have talked about it ad nauseum. But there is a problem with the way that we sexualize women on the internet.
There was one guy, oh my God. He messaged me, Cinna, please don't get skinny. I love the way that you look thick. And his previous message to me was, I'm gooning to you. Please die, okay? I'm sorry, die.
Mandem, stop, please. Guys, stop. Have you no shame? Have you no shame? This has to stop, guys. Number one, thinking it is one thing. Texting the individual this, it's disgusting. Guys, what are we doing? What are we doing? You think she's supposed to take your remark and say, oh, thank you for the critical feedback, I appreciate you? Fuck no. Guys, keep these opinions to yourselves.
You're just a gross person. Like,
For real.
I'm not doing anything for you. You're just gross, bro.
And it's sad to say that something like that would have existed if Cinna was doing just any regular content. Hell, she could be baking cakes and people would sexualize her like that.
And that's true, because Cinna is not the sexual Twitch streamer at all, bro. She's just a regular streamer that, you know, reacts on things, plays a couple of games, bro. One of my favorite female streamers, actually. Shout out to Cinna.
When added and coupled with this male-dominated, misogynistic, hypersexualized field that is streaming, it's something that 10x's all the nasty comments that she gets, the DMs that she gets, and just the overall bullying and treatment that she gets and other women streamers get on the internet. The reason why this is such a big deal to me right now is because there's like 50,000. And when I say 50,000, I mean 50,000 events that have happened in 2025 alone that have literally seemed to be streamers plus woman plus sexualization equals views. We're talking about streamer.
I blame the 20v1, bro. The 20v1s brought too much sexualization, bro. That's what I'm blaming, bro. What do you guys think?
That Black Boy Max Love reality show, the current DDG Love reality show, Streamer University. And
too many love shows just in general, bro. You guys seeing like what's coming out of Love Island and what's been happening with that? I mean, just the over sexualization of women, and just the rise of OnlyFans and all these women influencers getting most of their content based on the way they look, dude. It has been actually making the gooning epidemic.
Anything that got birthed out of this. I've said this message before, and it's not a knock on some of the young ladies that came out of things like Streamer University or Streamer Prom or whatever the case may be, but ultimately you are being sexualized. And I'm not gonna blame them for diving into this reality. Hell, streaming is very, very lucrative financially speaking, and
For sure.
people wanna live, people wanna eat. But something to realize is that that audience that you garner by twerking on Blackboy Max's stream or saying all the inappropriate and nasty things you would do on DDG stream, they're not long lasting. They're not fleeting. They're gonna chew you up and spit you out the minute that you no longer feel the void and the need.
The only reason I think I feel it more is because like
My only thing is, if that's what you're doing, if that's what you're coming out doing, twerking and doing all that shit, it's kind of like, can you really blame people for sexualizing you? You know, you can't really blame the gooners for everything, you know? But I do think it's really unfair and also wrong for the ones that don't be doing that and still have to live under that pressure. Say as like Cinna, for example, who just doesn't be doing that type of content, yet she is getting flamed for being sexualized over the way she looks. I think it's really unfair and it just needs to stop, you know?
I've had a lot of young girls who have come to me who are streamers that you guys know. Some of them went to Streamer University, and they bring up how when they did content with men and then something happened, suddenly now they get blackballed and they're so-and-so that somebody fucked and they can't get out of that. And it sucks. Like, it sucks.
Nah, that's really awful to hear, guys. That's really awful. New streamers coming out saying that they feel over-sexualized just whenever time they hang out with guys. Terrible to see.
That's where streaming is at, is that the like women feel like they have to do shipping content in order to grow. Because there's so many really good girl streamers that get fucked over because of streaming shipping content. And in reality, they're dope ass streamers. And it's just,
I think that's the difference though. When I was saying Sinner is really good because she didn't come out by doing shipping content, dating content, or 20v1, all that scenario that you see boys and girls dating and doing all these love shows. She hasn't risen up through that. So I guess her community has also built her in a way that they're not seeing her with guys all the time. And whenever she is mentioned with a guy, say your rage or all that stuff, she shuts it down super quickly.
you know, it sucks. It's really sad.
I'm old enough to know this, but some of you potentially are not. But these new women hopping into the streamer lane are not getting into it to build some sort of career. That's not what the men are propping them up for. That's not what they're meant to be. No, nobody cares about anything like that. They are the new video vixen. They are a prop in these content creators' journey. They are to be used for today and gone tomorrow. Every time I see an India Love, I think of Melissa Ford. Every time I see a Cooking with Kaya, I think of Buffy the Body. Every time I see any woman streamer, I think back to the Big Pimpin' video.
Buffy the Body? What?
That Jay-Z put out back in the early 2000s and see flash in the pan girl, flash in the pan girl, flash in the pan girl, flash in the pan girl. And that's the truth. The way that the game is designed right now is for women to come on these streams, twerk it up, show their bodies, show their booties, you know, make sexualized content with the male streamers, and then ultimately tomorrow be replaced by the next one. Before you even get an opportunity to capitalize on your 15 minutes of fame, trust me, there's another event coming on with another big booty woman, with another woman that's willing to say she's willing to do the most ridiculous thing to another streamer, and then you are phased out, no pun intended. And even if we don't go down the sexual route, the way that male streamers use,
I do understand what he's saying, and I do agree that a lot of these women that are used for these dating shows are used as props. They're not the main attraction. When you saw Blackboy Max's love show, you saw a lot of known streamers, a lot of known public figures, and then a lot of Instagram baddies, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that we should hold Insta baddies with female creators on the same level. You know what I mean? We need to understand the difference, know how to treat them differently, and understand that sometimes it's just a female creator, and we don't have to sexualize them the way that most of these gooners be doing to these Insta baddies.
these women in their content isn't necessarily beneficial, because like Nina said at the beginning of the video, if you do retaliate in any way, shape, form, or fashion, you are going to get bullied. What she was referencing to was a prank in which Blackboy Max said he would gift Ash Alk, another streamer, a bunch of subs if he were to take all her food in his hand and throw it in a bag.
9.
We should probably just take this to go.
just take it to go. It's getting late, you know what I'm saying? I need my 100. I need my 100 right now. Holy shit.
Was this a date?
I'm sorry. Look at me. Look. No. I was forced. I was to do this.
I'm dead ass. What the fuck are you doing?
It's gonna make sense. I swear I can't ruin the clip right now.
Are you good in? No, fuck the clip. Are you good in the fucking head, bro? I promise you, bro. If I was recording.
That was clip farming though. He was definitely clip farming. But it's a valid crash out too, bro. What the fuck are you doing? Don't mess with me and my food, bro. If you're anything like me, you cannot get in between me and my food, especially when I'm hungry though. That's a valid crash out. But he was clip farming for sure.
Right now, and I went to go put a fucking firecracker in this fucking room and I build that shit up, it's content. But if I get pissed off and I do some crazy shit, it's not content.
And don't try to gaslight me right here at this.
Is she getting hate for that? I do not think she should get hate for that at all, bro. What did she do wrong? If anything, her food was stolen, bro, and ruined for no apparent reason. And she's not understanding the clip, guys. Dude, that's a valid crash out. Can't hate her for that at all.
Try to gaslight me right here at this point of the video because we know what Nina is saying is true. Zoe Spencer is the example. I know that's probably a name that people haven't heard of in a minute, but remember, it's because she got packed up off the internet a couple months ago by Soulluminati for doing the exact same thing. When she retaliated against the guys, when she did the same thing as the bros, when she did her pranks and everything like that, she was labeled as a...
I do want to pause though, because if you do look at Zoe Spencer and this Nina girl, they do have very masculine traits in them. I'm not hating on them. I think they're getting way too much hate than they do have, but the masculine comment, it's kind of valid.
Aggressive, as masculine, as doing too much, etc., while having the same...
Like, she's biting him, bro. What is that? She's biting him. This is not normal, typical feminine behavior.
Same or similar things happen to her. Don't try to arm ring me and say who was biting her, She was matching energy, full stop. But then all of a sudden it was too much because of what? That matching energy shit doesn't work. I've seen women on the same streams as men make the same jokes as men get called all sorts of different names. Hell, on DDG's current...
I do agree there's a double standard though, for sure.
Show Are You My Ball, there's a woman on there named Thick, and I saw her make a joke the other day.
What's her name? Thick.
About having a...
This is an insta baddie, you know, is what I'm trying to say. We can't start comparing insta baddies to female content creators, dude. Her name is Thick.
Dick. And now all of a sudden the trans rumors are getting ran wild with her to the point where everything is becoming just transphobic rhetoric around women, and it's really, really nasty.
He talk about Lil Vicky with the top pick. All I see is this woman over here. I don't know why they keep calling you thick.
I don't know either.
Is it your thighs? Is it your shoulders?
Or is it my dick? No, I'm just joking.
All right. You sounded like me a little bit.
I never thought I'd be saying this, partially because India
But that was a joke, right? She was playing into it. No?
Love is one of the people that keeps some of these narratives alive. Hell, she's actively fighting in the chat versus some of DDG's contestants on this Are You My Ball show, perpetuating some of this nonsense. But she's right when she says this.
Instead of all the sexual the dream big shit that's going on, I wanted to see ladies being more attentive towards him. Like, y'all know he loves cheeses. Where the fuck is his cheeses at? Y'all know he loves when ladies cater to him, so why aren't y'all catering to him? Why aren't you, like, thinking outside the box? I need love letters. Write him some love letters, y'all. Send him a little... I seen Thick did it. The girl Thick, she sent him a picture, like, bent over.
She's literally teaching women how to be more affectionate to their man, bro. How to be more affectionate to DDG. Literally giving them free game. Can't hate on this.
But I just feel like they should be more so trying to, like, be a lady to the nigga, because he a nigga, he that nigga.
While her conversation is still heavily male-centered, India Love is right. Don't continuously sexualize yourself on these streams. Now, to be quite honest with you, you're not gonna get...
Because to be honest, it doesn't even help your case, honestly. If anything, it's only helping the gooners at all, if anything. Because as a dude, just shaking your ass and, you know, just being sexualized, it's not that attractive. Maybe it's, I don't know, fun to look at for a good few minutes. But I don't think as a long-term partner, you're not looking for that at all.
get invited on these streams, and that should be okay with you. You should be wanting and willing to create some sort of career outside of being male-centered and sexualized, and it's two-folded. Like, shout out to the guys, Fuck DH and, you know, Novely and a bunch of the other guys, 4D Shams, Cameron. They've talked about ad nauseum how there is a gooning problem in streaming. Like, there's a gooning problem on this side of content creation, and it's getting quite nasty. But with that being said, some of these young ladies have to stop folding into it. It doesn't end well for you. I remember when Cooking with Kaya started off saying that she didn't want to get into this sexual deep dive about her and her body, even though she has been blessed naturally with a shape and curves and all this other stuff like that. But then she started hanging around with the same people who did it. It's a hard balance. It's cool, it's fun. But this is what happens after you leave those guys. Your viewership drops and you have a chat filled with a bunch of guys that are willing to put their hands on.
That's why it's like, where do you guys want to build your fan base at the end of the day? It's not all about the numbers, but getting the right numbers, getting the right fans, you know? If you want people to be only there for you when you're being hypersexualized, and then when you want to act normal, you wonder why they're gone. There's a reason for that, you know? Of course, what's it called? Hypersexualized content. It's the easiest to blow up, but there's a reason for it, you know? People just want, those gooners just want a quick nut, and then once they're done, you know? It takes a bit longer, you know, getting that real core fan base that you want, though. But it's worth getting it 100%, because once you have them and they rock with you, you're set for life, dude. You can just sit down behind the screen doing a desktop stream, not needing to do as much for your body, your image, and they will still fuck with you as hard as any of the other people, you know. Anyway, it's just it's a give or take.
Their pants for you.
And they're probably so ugly because they put it in all caps because they wanted me to see it, and they typed it more than once because they wanted me to tell me why I'm famous. All I'm gonna say is get your money up. If your money was up, you would be hating on nobody. You're not welcome here. You're not forced to be here. Please just scroll. And if it's not enough, block me. Block Cooking with Kaya.
See, she's now at that stage where she doesn't even want these supporters if it means her having to deal with all this rage bait, hate, and just all these people just judging her body and her appearance. She doesn't have the right fan base. It's not that her content is terrible at all. Her fans are not the right people. Her supporters aren't the right people for her.
On TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, because you're going to keep seeing me if you don't. Block me, okay? Did you get your attention? Are you happy? I hope I made your night. I mentioned your name.
And I get it, Kaya. I would be upset too if somebody told me that I'm not famous, I have no talent, I'm just a body, etc., etc. However, you definitely leaned into this, discouraged a bunch of women who were giving you advice along the way, and then ultimately when it was your turn to be ditched, you started to get a little bit agitated by all this stuff. I'm not ragging on nobody. I'm just giving future female streamers the exact blueprint that's happening. I grew up during the video vixen era. I know, I'm an unk. But what I'm saying to you and to other people,
Amaze's trying to hold women accountable, bro. It's a very tough thing to do, my friend, but you know, good luck to you.
Is that the grass is not greener on the other side unless you make the pivot earlier. Or hell, just don't go down that path at all. Sure, it's more long, it's more arduous, and ultimately, this may not even be the content creation.
Exactly my point, bro. It's gonna be so much harder for women to blow up the right way, but it's worth it in the end, bro. It's gonna be easier for you to shake ass, wear a bit more provocative stuff on stream on your content, and you will see numbers shoot up, but it's for the wrong reasons, you know? So do you want those reasons or not? It's up to you.
Medium that you need to be in. I would like to see as more women step up to the bat and get on these streams that they then create some sort of group together. I remember when I saw a bunch of women like Zoe and Chloe and, you know, Thickney and stuff like that. They were talking about creating that sphere. But to be honest with you, I can see why that didn't work, because a lot of them were still very much male centered and were willing to ditch any growth from women streamers on that perspective just to go and be with the men. But trust me, going down that path of building that that sort of, you know, group or that sort of niche or that side of streaming is going to be much more beneficial than continuously fighting for the male gaze. Because you're going to be fighting with the next young hot thing, the next young hot body. And you're also going to be fighting with India Love, who's also fighting with the next young thing.
You know what my motto is? It's a bitch that turns 18 every day, okay? So you need to be on your shit. Because a bitch turns 18 every fucking day. And I'm not gonna be the bitch that used to be the cool bitch.
Just strange behavior from somebody who's almost 30. I don't know.
That's a crazy saying.
I think on the male side, there's a lot of fixing and focusing that we have to do. We got to address the gooning problem. But on the ladies' perspective, stop being the pawn. Stop being the puppet.
You get a 10 from me, dog. You get a 10 straight off rip. I don't care what you do. You goddamn whistle and tap dance right now. You get an 11. Do we have an 11 or 13 number?
Now, the more that I think about it, there's been probably 6 to 7 streamer events, male created streamer events that ran through a bunch of women. And I'm trying to think of one woman outside of like potentially India Love that really, really stuck after any of these events. I'm talking about in the whole 2025. Streamer Prom, Jay Cinco had some sort of thing, Streamer University, Blackboy Max's Love thing, because like Wendy Ortiz is not talked about anymore. This current Are You My Ball thing, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be 1 or 2 more that come out of it this year. There's been a lot of streamer events where women were brought in to shake their booty cheeks, you know, say that they would do all these.
It's not the meta. It's not the route. It's not the route. It doesn't work. If you're coming onto a show just to throw ass and then you think that you're gonna get a career after it, sorry to tell you, it's not gonna happen. The only thing that could happen for you is maybe a potential OnlyFans career. That's about it. But being a professional from this, it's not gonna happen.
These sexual, freaky, nasty things for men that truly only benefited the men. I go down that Streamer University list of women and see people who were gaining massive amounts of followings, massive amounts of subs, but now are only pulling 50 to maybe like 150 live viewers on streaming. But I can guarantee you when they do those little collaborations with men and they say that they want to do freaky, nasty things to them, those clips go viral. Please see what I see. Wake up. Y'all fix y'all side. I promise you. I'm going to do my darndest to help fix this side.
Very insightful video. What do you guys think about that? What do you think of the gooning epidemic for the dudes and also for the girls, guys? How do you take it that a lot of these girls are being used, ran through in these shows just for male attention? And I just don't think it's worth it. I think a lot of these females should think about what they're doing before signing up for these shows. And honestly, don't give these gooners anything to goon about, bro. It's not worth it. All right, guys. See you to the next. Yo guys, thank you for watching the whole video. You've made it to the end. I just want to thank you guys again for watching it. If you enjoyed yourself, please hit that like button. We're still doing our daily videos, guys, so please hit that subscribe button, turn that noti bell so you know when I've dropped a new video, guys. Until the next, guys, see you. Appreciate y'all.
Amen.